Hello guys, welcome to session 6 of Jenkins tutorial. In this session, we'll see how to create a Maven project in Jenkins, and we'll be using GitHub for pulling in the code into Jenkins. So for that, we first need to install some plugins that will be required for connecting to GitHub. So there are two plugins we need to install. One is called as the Git plugin and the other one is the GitHub plugin. So let's go and install them. So click on Manage Jenkins. Then go to Manage Plugins. Now, if you have some updates available, you can go ahead and make them available to Jenkins by selecting the plugins and clicking on download and install. But since for us, those plugins have already been available, the updates have been made available. So we'll directly go into the available tab and we'll use the filter to find the Git plugin. So over here you can see there are multiple plugins for Git, and we'll be selecting the Git plugin over here. So check this box. Now go up and we'll do another search for GitHub plugin. So we'll select this GitHub plugin as well. So check this box and click on download and install after restart. So click on it. And now Jenkins will download and update those plugins for us. So let's wait till it happens. We'll check on this option for restarting Jenkins after the installation is complete. So let's check on that. So check the box. As you can see that Jenkins has started installing the plugins. So, and one more thing to observe is that Jenkins automatically selected two more plugins that were dependent on each other. So Jenkins also does dependency resolvement, and you can see that one of the plugins was downloaded and installed. So let's wait till all the plugins get installed. So all the plugins have been installed and Jenkins is now restarting. So Jenkins is restarting now. Let's wait till we see the dashboard. So Jenkins has installed and restarted. Now we'll go back to the dashboard. And we'll go ahead and create a Maven project. So click on the new item. I'll type the name of my Maven project as first Maven job, and I'll select the Maven project option and click on OK. So this will load the configuration page for our job. What we'll do over here is we'll be pulling in some code from the GitHub repository. So we'll select the GitHub project option. Here you need to specify the URL of the project. So go to your GitHub repo and select this URL. We'll come and we'll paste it over here. Then we'll scroll down, and as the source code management system, we'll select Git. Again, you need to paste the same URL over here. This is the URL of your repository onto GitHub. Then you scroll down And over here in the build section, you need to specify what Maven needs to do. So what we'll do is we'll clean and we'll package as a part of the build. So Maven will clean and package it for you when it is building this project. So let's go down. If you want, then you can select some more options like sending an email notification for build. But we don't need that now, so we'll click on save and we'll save this project configuration. Now before I build this, I want to show you my repository. So this is my repository and I'll show you some of the Java codes that I have written in this repo. So I'll click on this. As you can see, we have two Java files that are available to us. This is a simple project in which I have created one main Java class in which I'll be creating a greeting class object and I'll be calling the greet method of that object, passing an argument which will be a string called Jenkins. And let's check what the greet method does. So we'll go back and we'll see what the greeting class has in it. So as you can see, this is the entire greeting class in which I have just defined one simple method that will return me a greeting stating hello and whatever parameter you pass to this method. So we'll be passing Jenkins. So what this method should return is hello Jenkins. So this code is as simple as that. Now let's go back to Maven project in Jenkins and build it. So I'll click on build now. And you can see that in the build history, the build has begun. So let's click on this blinking ball, which will take us to the console output as the build progresses. So let's click on the gray ball. So you can see the console output of the build process. So it's still building and it has finished the build and we don't have any errors. The build has completed successfully. Now let's go back to the project and let's see what do we have in the workspace. So you can see some directories and some files have been created for us. So we'll go in this Java section in the source main Java com kdb Java, and you can see the same two files that we had in a repository are now pulled into the workspace of Jenkins. So what you can do is you can also view them. So you can see that it's the same greeting class with the same method that returns the greeting hello and the parameter. And you can see the hello world Java class, which is the main class that will be run. What this does is it simply calls the greet method and passes Jenkins as a string. So what this should print out is hello Jenkins. So the code is as simple as that, and it has been pulled from the GitHub repository into the workspace. And when we build this code, after pulling the code, it has also done the Maven build process. So it has cleaned and then it has packaged it, and we have got this hello world snapshot jar that was created as a result of the build process. So this is how you create a Maven project in Jenkins, and you fetch the code from any remote GitHub repository into the Jenkins workspace. So in the dashboard, you can see that our first Maven job has been built and the build number is 1 and its status is successful, represented by the green ball. So this is how you create a Maven project in Jenkins, in which you pull the code from GitHub repository. So we have kind of done a Jenkins GitHub integration as well in this session. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next session.